Hi guys. So, you want to know what your person fantasizes about, what they're into. Let's find out. Pile 1, pile 2, pile 3. 1. Immediately, I realize pile 1, if they've been a player in the past, they're over that. They want a one-woman relationship. That's actually exactly a pile number 1. Yeah, nothing kinky. It's very romantic actually. This emperor here. Wow, the lighting's terrible, huh? This emperor here, he is imagining his ideal woman. He's longing for her. Okay. 4 of Cups is being in a rut, not wanting what's offered. Like looking at 3 cups in front of you, the universe, or someone offering you a new cup, and you're just not interested in any of it. Also, this image suggests that like they had a lot of kind of like secret affairs. I say that because look at the image here. This came out reversed. This is the moon. This is like secretive energy. Like secretive relationships, taboo type of relationships, a lot of relationships, sexual in nature or being at the forefront. But like, this, I immediately see this magician's like, no, I'm going to cut that out. I don't want that anymore. I want to create my perfect woman. So yeah, if you're wondering if this person is a player or a one-woman man or, woman, could be either or. Yeah, they are now. They don't want to be in this energy anymore. They're ready to start over. They're working on it because the Emperor came out sideways. And I'm reading it sideways. Like they're working on this, but it's definitely what they want. Because the bottom of the deck energy for all the piles is this. It's monogamous, loving, romantic, intimate relationship. So I hope that was your question because that's your answer. I want to kind of get into like, so even in a monogamous type of relationship, like what do they want, sexually? Because I'm sure you want to know that. That's why you chose this reading. So, what are they into? I don't know. I'm getting the vibe like they don't know. Like they don't know yet. They're kind of trying to figure that out. Like I feel like they were really kinky. And now they're like kind of feeling more romantic. However, let's see if we can get something. Anything really. Just something to kind of encapsulate what they enjoy sexually. And what they may enjoy sexually in like a intimate, romantic, monogamous type of scenario. Okay, those almost came out. I feel like it was like, this one. I'm not really sure. Okay, hold on. I'm going to get to the bottom of this. Even if it takes a minute, it's fine. Okay, there we go. Okay, this one flipped. Is all we're getting. I was actually about to be like, okay, there's nothing, but then this one flipped. So, look at her. She's very balanced, beautiful. She's very healthy in nature. She has a healthy body. She's holding this fruit. She cuts out the bullshit. I feel like your person is fantasizing about someone who's strong, balanced, and sexy. And I think that's all we're going to get. They're still trying to figure it out. Okay? They're going through like a big shift right now, so there you are, pile number 1. It's interesting. Let's pop that real quick. They definitely have a savior fantasy. They want to find you vulnerable and naked and emotional. You know, I get that from the water. Kind of waiting for them. Coy. Oh, hi. And then he wants to come make you an emotional offer. You know, kind of like that knight in shining armor. Whether it's a guy or a girl. That one peeked out the second I was like, two. It was like, bloop. You know, also at the bottom of the deck, I was on top of that, is this. It's a very romantic, intimate, monogamous type of scenario. We'll see if the monogamous part is for you. It was for pile 1, so there may even be more messages, but let's see. This one's really interesting. Okay. So this pile is going through a transformation too, but different, in a different way. This is what your person was into, like definitely dominant, submissive, sexual activity, I guess you would call it. Where they were the dominant one, whether they're a guy or a girl, okay? But this came out reversed. Like, I feel like this is something they want to break out of or shift. The reason why I say that is because I don't know if that's like forever, you know, because that could be fun to bring back in again later, but look at the image here. Let me see if I can show you a little closer. Sorry, the lighting is weird. The girl is the dominant one, and she's tying him down. So I feel like he's kind of having, or she is having and this one is upright, okay? The one I showed you first was reversed, this one's upright. They're having a shift in, I think they're still into the dominant and submissive BDSM play, but they want to experiment with their partner being the dominant one. Just to see what it would be like. That's what I just heard. Also, this is the Ace of Swords. So I feel like they are having a mental breakthrough. I think that this came out of like a need to control, to avoid being emotionally vulnerable, which is probably why they're fantasizing about being vulnerable in this type of way. They want to shift from like a punishment sexual kind of relationship. You know what I mean, with the whip and and it's not necessarily punishment, but you know what I mean, because the lines between pleasure and pain can be blurred and can be fun. But I feel like for them, this person you're asking about, like, I think they have a lot of like anger that they were expressing in this way, like this picture, like not even necessarily towards their partners, just in general. Like, they just needed to be in control. They needed to kind of have an outlet for this anger. And I think there's going to be a lot of different types of scenarios, but that's just the best way to boil it down. And they want, see, this mental breakthrough is what they really want, is like this playful, innocent kind of dynamic. This is the King of Pentacles, and he's chasing his queen. You know, or his lady. I don't think she has this is just a naked, vulnerable, beautiful lady. And it's more playful. It's like a different type of power play, you know? It's like it's not even about power, it's more about like chase than it is about control and power. So similar but different, you know what I mean? This is the breakthrough. Like, this is where they want to go. This is where they're going. This is what they're fantasizing about. They want something more lighthearted and playful, not something so dark. And they may want to return to this. Maybe you like this too, but for now, they want to transition out of this darker energy, or maybe even play with this darker energy and switch the dynamic. Which is what I was saying about how going from the male being the dom to the female being the dom. So the Hierophant is the card that goes with the High Priestess. The High Priestess is the feminine energy, the Hierophant is the masculine energy, and they can be read in different ways. But for me, I see this as like a male intuitive energy that your person is coming into, which is why it came out sideways. It's like what they're working on with this mental breakthrough. Also, I get the sense that like they had this kind of BDSM type of relationship with multiple partners from this image. Definitely like a very masculine, attractive Casanova type of energy, because the multiple partners, the dominant mentality, the image in this, card, and the fact that the king is here, the King of Pentacles upright. Like, this guy's got it going on. So you can't blame him that, like, all these women wanted him, okay? So don't get upset about, or triggered by me saying that, like, I think it was a lot of women. I don't know. I think they know you. I wasn't sure about pile 1 if they knew their person. It just didn't come in as a message. But for you, I think they do. I think they think about you romantically. But they're also in their head about it. Because you got 2 2s. The 2 of Cups and the 2 of Swords. So the 2 of Cups is like where the guy. Sorry, the lighting. Oh, I don't know why I decided to do a reading in here. Just felt comfortable. The 2 of Cups is the guy, offering his cup of love to the girl. The 2 of Swords is the guy sitting there with 2 swords, like this, stuck in his head. So yeah, I mean, I feel like he knows you, and I feel like he's stuck in his head about you. Which is why he's not coming towards you. The Chariot is reversed. But I get the sense that he thinks about you. And see, this guy, he's like kind of coming up to her when she's sleeping and like wanting to touch her. And he's holding the whip in his hand too, which ties back into this whole reading. I think he just doesn't know how to approach you at this point. He's also undergoing like a very deep transformation. So I feel like he's kind of biding his time, waiting for his right moment. In this picture, he's got this rose. He's kind of trying to offer her. So I'm definitely feeling like he wants to make an offer. He wants to reach out to you in some way. I think he fantasizes about you. I think he at least fantasizes about more of a romantic, sensual experience. Yeah, that's your reading, pal 2. That's it. Cool. Three. Boy, these readings are going really easy. Okay. Oh, you got a lot of cards I forgot. Let's see. Okay. Got it. So, basically your person is also undergoing a transformation, all three piles. Pile 3 is definitely a Casanova type. Lots of beautiful women to choose from. Whether they're a guy or a girl, this could be men. Okay? Just don't think about gender when I say that. Like, people, I should say that. But it's sideways, so it's like, it's wearing thin. And yeah, I mean, if you think about it, it's very depleting of your energy to, like, have sex with a bunch of different people. I don't know, maybe not when, like, you're young, but then after a while you're like, okay, like, I don't know. 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands is like the end of a cycle. It's carrying too many burdens. You know, it's kind of what I was just saying about how, like, it's just, like, very depleting of your energy. It's like you take on, like, so much of, like, their energetic everything when you have sex with someone. It's an energetic exchange, and I just feel like your person was finally just like, oh god, like, I just have too many energies that I'm carrying. These people that I'm with, it's just too much. Like, I'm getting that. Definitely felt really clear when I said that. Like, it's just all too much. Like, you're young. I'm just at this really weird age where I feel like I'm not quite young, but I'm not quite old. And also, I've always, like, had a theory about, like, age. Like, it really is just a number. It's, like, all about your mentality, and I don't understand society's obsession, like, with youth. Like, I mean, I do on a certain level, but I feel like they take it way too far. Why am I still talking about this? Anyway, so I get a very clear message here, okay? So they're coming out of a period of multiple partners. I feel like this has been a long period, probably their whole sexual life, but it's becoming too much to bear, too much heavy burdens. They want to have more of a tempered, balanced type of sexual union, yin-yang. Very similar readings, all three piles, but still different. So feel free to listen to all of them or two of them if you were drawn to them. Yeah, again, with the multiple women but being reversed. See, the wheel came out sideways, so it's like they're wanting to get out of this, or they're in the process of getting out of this with all these women, and then this came out reversed. So this guy has got this woman, you know, kind of worshiping him. He's kind of got his foot, you know, caressing her breast, and this other lady's watching. Like, there's just so much activity reversed. And then look, this is upright with it. Definitely wanting, like, more of a romance with sex type of dynamic. One that's just not so heavy energetically, not so draining energetically. Like, they just want to be more balanced. They want to feel their feelings more. You know, I get that from the water and this temperance. They want to be more in their feelings with it. They want to experience sex like that. Also, maybe they weren't exactly, like, as respectful as they could have been. Kind of feels like they're like, oh yeah, worship me. Oh yeah, I'm gonna kind of, you know, sexualize you, like, with his foot like that, you know, and the way he's sitting. But, like, not wanting to be like that anymore. Like, not treat people as objects. I get that they're fantasizing, like, more about, like a romantic, sensual, passionate, yeah, from this card. You know, this is the Ten of Wands, which is also the heavy burdens I was mentioning earlier, but I'm really drawn to the image. I think this is more what they're looking for and fantasizing about. So Four of Swords is like waiting, meditating, praying, recovering, healing. This image gives me the sense of what I was saying earlier about how, like, I feel like there wasn't really a healthy dynamic. Like, I feel like maybe this person that you were interested in was, like, objectifying, that's the right word, objectifying their partners to the point where their partners were biting back. And that was a burden too. Yeah, and so Ace of Cups is reversed. Like, they know that they want to have this new beginning in terms of like their heart and intimacy and love. But they're not quite there yet. They're at the end of this cycle. They know what they don't want. And they know they want more balance. And they know they want to be in their feelings more. They're not quite to this beginning, this ace, which is why it's reversed. Yeah, because they want to have like the lovers. The lovers is, a couple. Lovers. But in this card, it's two women. And it's reversed. So ties back into, multiple partners. This person had multiple partners. They don't want that anymore, which is why it's reversed. And also tying back into the Rider-Waite version of this card, the lovers, they know they want to have that with one person because that card is just one guy and one girl. Does that make sense? If it doesn't, leave me a comment. They want to have this new beginning, this relationship. Intimate lovers. Romantic, intimate lovers. They need to break out of this. Like, I think maybe they still need to wrap things up with like the people they've been with, or like clear themselves of their energy. That's kind of what I'm getting, and that's what they're working on. And that drew me to this, like cutting the hair here, like cutting the energy. Because you know how they say that when you cut your hair, it's like cutting off old energy so new energy can flow. Like when you go through like a big life change, you tend to get a haircut. I remember reading once that Native Americans, they keep their hair long because it holds so much energy and it helps them stay like connected to like energy of the universe and like the energy of themselves and just feel like more high vibrational. So I get the sense they're kind of trying to like cut out like energy. I think that's what they're working on. Because like I said, when you have sex with people, you take on their energy, you take on each other's energy. Also, 9 of Pentacles is like being like alone and materially abundant. So like that's where they're at. Excuse me, I'm sorry to ruin that. Really bad allergies. 7 of Wands is the bottom of the deck energy. And that's what they're wanting, this image. Also, it's like having the vantage point. Like, I feel like for your person, it's more about like, get all this energy out of here. Get all this energy out of here. I just want to have my energy back, and then from there, have like an intimate romantic partnership. Okay? That's your reading.